Now, this is the main thing I wanted to mention in terms of pickups. To get hold of these, it's been an absolute nightmare. If you've never ordered from abroad before or from America, really check that you know what you're doing and you know where it's coming from, yada yada yada, before you buy it, because I had an absolute nightmare getting these. Now let me explain. Some of you may know that I've got an iPad. I did a video a fair while back, I think it's entitled Epic Pickups, and in the third part, the final part, I showed my iPad because I picked that up as well. And there's a game on there that I love that I showed you guys of me playing, Angry Birds. Now this is a game where you have loads of little birds and it's a touch screen, so you put on them with your finger, they're on a catapult, you let go, they go flying into sort of a wooden structure, and there's green pigs in these wooden structures that have nicked the birds' eggs, and you have to kill all the pigs and knock the structures down. And basically, it's a really fun game, really quirky, and my parents love playing it. And they suddenly started doing these soft toys, like plushies, like Angry Bird plushies. And I thought, oh, do you know what? For Christmas, I'm going to get 2 of those for my mum, just to for something different, something that she can put on the fireplace or whatever, and it will look really cool. And because she loves the game so much. And there's 5 birds you can get, but if you get all 5, it costs you £100. And I like plushies, but I don't like them that much. So I just got 2. And the other thing is as well, you can't get them in the UK, at least not at the moment. You can only get them in America. So I had to go on Amazon.com instead of .co.uk and get it in dollars and get it converted to pounds. And in the end, it cost me about £45, I think, just for these 2 plushies, because the postage was so much. It was like a tenner. So I was a little bit like, but because it was Christmas, I just sort of didn't think about it and just did it. So I bought them on I think I bought them on the 17th of December. So it was a little bit late anyway. So I sort of thought, oh, if it comes after Christmas in the start of January, then fine. I can deal with that. It's my fault for buying them late. So I bought them, and then I was told they were going to come on at the start of January. So I waited. Gets to the end of January, still nothing. And I'm thinking, right, okay. So I sent the company an email saying, like, where are they? I haven't received them. And they said that they did send them, so I should have them. And I was like, well, I haven't. And you can go on this like postage, like parcel tracker, where you can check where your parcel is and where currently it's going. Went on there, typed in the code of the the parcel that they put on the confirmation form, the order form, and nothing. Didn't bring up anything. Normally it says it's on its way to the postal service or nothing there. So it was basically like it was not doing anything. It didn't exist. So I was like, right. So I sent them a message back saying, well, I've just checked the parcel tracking service, there's nothing there. And they said, we've noticed that too. And I was like, well, yeah, what you can do about it? And they were like, oh, well, have you been to visit your local post office in person and asked them? And I was like, oh, for flip's sake. So I went, okay. So I went down to my local post office, said to the people there, look, I've had a parcel that should be delivered by now, and I haven't had it. And they said to me, well, what service are you using? And I said, well, it's one called USPS. It's like an American service. And they said, oh, we don't deal with them. We're Raw Mail. They're a separate company. They're individual. We can't help you. We've got nothing to do with them. And I was like, I don't believe it. So I went back, emailed the company again, said what I'd been told, and they were like, right. And I was like, what are you going to do? And they were like, right, okay, what we'll do is then we'll send them out again and with our apologies. And I was like, thank you, finally. So I was like, right. So this was at end of January. Waiting. Thinking finally I'm going to get them. Gets to the end of February, still nothing. I know. And I'm thinking, this is getting ridiculous now. So I was getting so close to like filing a complaint on Amazon, or just like, sending them one more message saying, look, this is getting crazy now. Surely even you can realise something's wrong. But my brother said to me, don't worry about it. Give it till the middle of March, and then if you don't get it, then do something. And I was thinking, well, why give it that extra few weeks? It's been a month now. Surely that's long enough. But I listened to him and I thought, okay, I'll give it 2 more weeks. Middle of that 2nd week period I was giving them, I was getting ready to send this message. They came. They finally came. And I was just a mixture of relief and just a bit of sort of annoyance, but relief as well. And they came probably about 3 days before I was literally going to file this complaint. So it was very, very close. And I just have to say, I'm probably not going to get any more ever again, or even I probably will stick to ordering from the UK for now, just because it was the first time as well that I'd ordered from abroad, and it was a bad experience. So I'm thinking maybe I should leave it for the time being. But sorry about my long explanation, but that's basically what happened. And basically, what I got, guys, as I already said, these plush toys for Angry Birds. They're really cool. There you go. So this is the sort of the most common bird you use, where it just basically just flies. You just let it go and it goes, dum, like that. These ones, they're like the kamikaze birds. They make a noise. They go like that, but they start like that. And if you tap them once they've left the cab, or once they've already started flying, if you press them again, their speed doubles. So it kind of goes. Once you tap them, they go faster. I don't know what it is today. First, my Back to the Future disc goes flying. Now my clothes are falling on the floor. Right, anyway. But that's what I got. It cost me quite a lot of money, but I am chuffed with them. Although it took 3 months to get here, I have finally got them, and they are pretty quirky. So, you know, I've got them now, but I probably won't get any more anytime soon. My games room, as I've said, is now finished. It's more of a games and a music room because it's got all my consoles in there. It's got all my games. What I've done is I've bought 2 massive bookcases now. Well, I say that. I bought 1 massive bookcase and 1 sort of shorter. It's not as tall. Thanks to my good friend again, Marcus, Xfile2708. He sent me the link for Argos for the ones that he gets. And so I got those. Well, they did beech ones, but I got pine ones because they're a bit more. I think they're a bit stronger, and they're only a couple of quid more, so I didn't mind paying that. So I've got a massive tall one and a short one, and I've also got a third one which I had already, which was downstairs in the living room that my parents did no longer need, which is a really nice, quite expensive one. So I saved there because I didn't have to buy it because we already had it. So they gave that to me to put up in the games room. Then I bought another one and a small one. So I've got 3, 2 tall ones and 1 shorter one. So the short one's got the consoles, and the big tall ones have got all my games. And I just about managed to have enough space to put everything there. So I've got everything. Mega Drive collections in there, Master System, Super Nintendo, N64, Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox 360, Wii, PS1, Game Gear, Game Boy, Game Boy Color and normal Game Boy. That's as much as I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, wow, and NES as well. And I've now got them so they're displayed everywhere. Rather than being in a horrible cabinet with the doors shut so you can't see, they're all open plan. As soon as you walk in, you can see everything displayed on the shelves. Hey everyone, this is just a little bit that I'm just adding on to the end of this video because since I recorded that, I've now had the rest of my pickups come through, and rather than kind of do 2 big parts and then do like a third 2-minute part, I didn't see the point in that. It just seems pointless. If you're going to do a video, make it a fair amount. But at the other end of the scale, I don't want to make it really long so people just get bored, and like I said in the last part, you know, people won't have time to watch it all, kind of thing. So basically, I'm just going to quickly show you the rest of the pickups because they've now come through, and also I want to mention about our absolutely epic gaming weekend that's happening in June. Okay, but I'll get on to that in a bit. I basically went to one of my local town centres a few weeks ago, and I got a few more games. Now, obviously, I showed you guys in the last part that I picked up Myst 4 Revelation, and as I said in the last part, the Myst games are absolutely awesome. They're not as good as Shivers, but they're still pretty cool. And then, lo and behold, went into a charity shop and saw Myst 3 Exile. So I just thought, fantastic, I can put that with 4, because I've never played 3 before, and it'll just be another one that I can have a look at. And as you can see there, it was £1, so bargain, and it's complete. Well, I say complete, there probably should have been a manual with it, so actually it's not really complete, actually, thinking about it. And there's actually 4 discs to it, all layered on top of each other, and they all look pretty much the same, so there's no point in pulling them out, even though one's just falling out the thing. Do you know, I don't know what it is with videos with discs lately rolling everywhere, but there we go, Myst 3 Exile, and it only cost me £1. Right, so that's that. Next thing I went into another charity shop, and I found a really awesome looking game. Now, I think this is part of the Unreal series. It's not Unreal Tournament, but it's called Unreal 2. So I think there's like sort of, not spin-offs, but I think they're like other sort of similar games that they brought out in like the Unreal series. If anyone can shed any light on how they link to, or if they link to Unreal Tournament, that would be awesome. But basically, again for £1, I picked up Unreal 2, The Awakening on PC. and excuse me, and it just looked awesome. It really did. It looked so similar to Unreal Tournament, and it's just my sort of game. It's kind of like Gears of War 2 as well, which I absolutely love to bits, that game. And again, it was this one. It was actually complete. It's got 2 discs, but then it's got a third disc that says Play Disc on it. So don't know what difference is between the 2 discs and Play Discs, so I'll find out when I put it in. But yeah, so yeah, and as I just said, I paid just £1 for it. Right, last thing that I picked up in a place near me was not a game. This is actually a DVD, and I've been wanting to get this film for ages because my favourite film composer of all time composed the music for it, James Horner, who also did the scores for films like Titanic, Casper, Bicentennial Man, Avatar, etc. And that is Deep Impact Special Edition. Now, I've heard some really great things about this film. It's got Morgan Freeman in it as well, you can see up there, so again, you can't really go wrong. And it just looks absolutely awesome. It's just got the disc in, but to be honest, at $1.99, I'm really not going to complain. But yeah, can't wait to sit down and watch that. And because I focus a lot more on the music than probably the average person does, I will literally be homing in massively on the music as well as the actual, acting itself. So just can't wait to stick that on and see what that's all about.